Welcome to our first class on wisdom literature.
Tonga sondray eto amin'ny fampianarana momba ny literatura fahendrena.
When we speak of wisdom literature in the Bible, we're talking about 4 books.
Rehefa miresatsika momba ny literatura momba ny fahendrena dia miresaka boky efatra zay.
The first one is the book of Job.
Ny boky voalohany dia ny bokin'ny Joba.
The second one is the Song of Songs.
Ny faharoa dia ny tonokiran'i Solomona.
The third is Ecclesiastes.
Ny fahatelo dia ny toroteny.
And the fourth is Proverbs.
Ary ny fahatelo dia ny ohabolana. Fahaefatra dia ny ohabolana.
3 of those books, Ecclesiastes, Song of Songs, and Proverbs, are all associated with Solomon.
Ny telo am'ireo boky ireo dia nosoratana ny Solomon, ny ohabolana, ny what were the 3?
Song of Songs, Ecclesiastes, and
Tonokiran'i
Proverbs.
Solomona, ny toroteny ary ny ohabolana.
That doesn't mean that they were written by Solomon,
Tsy midika akory zany hoe tena Solomona no nanoratra azy,
but they do reflect the wisdom of Solomon's time.
fa kosa hita taratra am'ireo ny fahendren'ny Solomon sy ny fotoanany niainany, vanim-potoanany niainany, fahendrenan'ny Solomona tamin'ny vanim-potoanany niainany.
And what we find out is that a lot of the material in these books is not even Hebrew.
Ary ny zavatra hita dia ny akamaroan'ny haisoratra misoratra ao am'ireo boky ireo dia tsy teny Hebreo akory.
There's a large section in Proverbs that actually is a book of Egyptian wisdom.
Ohatra zao ny eo amin'ny ohabolana zao feno soratra literatura avy amin'ny Egyptianina.
And the first book that we talk about, Job, will include material from the ancient Middle East.
Ary ny boky voalohany io jerentsika ny bokin'ny Joba dia ahitantsika literatura avy amin'ny taona taloha.
Because the question that Job is asking is, why do bad things happen to good people?
Ny fanontaniana hitantsika ao amin'ny Joba dia ny hoe fa maninona zavatra ratsy no mitranga amin'ny olona tsara.
And this isn't a question that we've been asking in our time. This is a question that has been asked for all time.
Zany fanontaniana izany dia tsy vao mipetraka tamin'izany vanim-potoana izany fa mipetraka koa na amin'izao fotoana izao ary ankehitriny izao.
The ancient Mesopotamians were the first to write about that question.
Ny Mesopotamia taloha no nanoratra izay fanontaniana izay voalohany indrindra.
In fact, there is an ancient text called the Mesopotamian Theodicy that is about that very same question.
Misy Mesopotamia, literatura mesopotamiana zany izay nametraka izany fanontaniana izany taloha.
And it has a very close similarity to the book of Job.
Ary mitovitovy ary tena mitovitovy amin'ny bokin'ny Joba ilay literatura mesopotamiana izay.
Nowhere in the book of Job can we say that Job, the man, is a Hebrew.
Tsy hitantsika soratra ao amin'ny bokin'ny Joba hoe i Joba dia olona Hebreo.
All we know is that Job is a good man.
Ny fatatsika fotsiny dia hoe Joba dia olona tsara.
And terrible things have happened to him.
Ary zavatra ratsy no niatra taminy.
And the ancient writers wanted to say, why does this happen?
Ary ny mpanoratra tranainy dia te hanoratra momba izay zavatra hoe fa maninona no izany zavatra izany no mitranga aminy.
We don't know exactly when the book of Job was written.
Tsy tsy fantatritsika mazava tsara hoe tamin'ny oviana ny bokin'ny Joba no voasoratra.
But we know that the core story of Job is probably the oldest literature of the Bible.
Fa ny fantatritsika dia ny ivony tena ivony bokin'ny Joba dia hoe ny bokin'ny Joba ny tena anisan'ny literatiora tranainy indrindra ao amin'ny Baiboly.
Some have suggested that the core story was first transmitted verbally.
Ny sasany dia mieritreritra hoe miteny hoe ny votoatin'ny tantaran'ny Joba dia voapita amin'ny alalan'ny vava, amin'ny alalan'ny tantara zany fa tsy an-tsoratra.
We call that the oral tradition.
Dia ny filazan'izay moa zany dia ny hoe ohatrany hoe angano, ohatrany hoe filazana ambavy, tantara ambavy.
And the oral tradition represents the very oldest literature of the Bible.
Ary ny fanambarana ny teny soratra masina amin'ny alalan'ny ambava zany no fomba tranainy indrindra amin'ny fomba fampitana ny teny soratra masina.
The problem is, it's hard to pinpoint a date when that story began.
Sarotra no teny hoe tena oviana tokoa lay tantara no netomboka.
And remember, many times in written stories, we can pinpoint a date because of the places, the names of places that are used.
Rehefa antsoratra ny tantara dia matetika fantatra hoe tamin'ny oviana no nosoratana noho n'ilay toerana, noho ny fisian'ilay toerana.
But Job doesn't give us any place names.
Fa ao amin'ny tantaran'i Joba zany tsy misy anarana toerana no tononona na no voasoratra.
So the story of Job could have taken place anywhere in the world.
Ka ny tantaran'i Joba zany afaka nitranga n'importe où dans le monde.
But we do know that the story of Job becomes very important to all the literature of the Middle East, the ancient Middle East.
Fa fantatritsika zany fa ny tantaran'i Joba dia tena zava-dehibe indrindrandrindra ho an'ireo faritra centre-est.
There are several themes that appear in the book of Job that are important themes.
Betsaka ny thème izay important ao amin'ny tantaran'i Job.
There are themes like, who is Satan?
Thème tahaka ny hoe iza i Satana.
And what does it mean to question God?
Ary inona ny dikan'izany hoe mametraka fanontaniana amin'Andriamanitra izany.
And some of the things that we find in the book of Job won't get repeated in other places in the Bible.
Ary ny fanontaniana na ny zavatra izay voarakitra ao amin'ny bokin'i Joba tsy ho hita n'aiza any amin'ny boky hafa ao amin'ny Baiboly.
But let's start with the structure of Job.
Fa andeha ary aloha tsika anomboka amin'ny structure ny firafitry ny bokin'i Job.
There are 5 major sections of the book.
Mizara 5 ny section ao amin'ny Job.
We have them here.
Ananantsika eto amin'ity slaitra be ity izy ity.
I hope you can see them.
Engany mba ho hitanareo izy ity.
Section 1 is the prologue.
Ny section voalohany dia ny introduction na teny fanolorana.
And that begins in chapter 1, verse 1.
Ary zany dia hita ao amin'ny toko voalohany, andininy voalohany.
And it will go through chapter 2, verse 13.
Ary mitohy any amin'ny toko faharoa katramin'ny andininy 13.
The second section is the dialogue with Job's 3 friends.
Ny tapany faharoa indray, ny section faharoa, dia ny dialogue entre ny namany Joba anankitelo.
And remember, those three friends are Eliphaz,
Reo namana tadiditsika fa reo namana anankitelo reo dia Elifaza,
Bildad,
Bildada,
and Zophhat.
ary Zofata.
Right. That section is a very long section.
Io andininy faharoa io zany, io tapany faharoa io dia lava be io section io.
And it goes from chapter 3, verse 1,
Manomboka amin'ny toko fahatelo andininy voalohany
through chapter 31, verse 40.
ka hatramin'ny toko faraiky amin'ny telopolo andininy voalohany ka hatramin'ny fahaefapolo.
That is the longest section of the book.
Io ny tena tapany lehibe ngeda indrindra ao amin'ny bokon'ny Job.
The third section is called the Elihu interruption.
Ny tapany fahatelo, section fahatelo indray dia ny hoe le Elihu, ny fanapahany Elihu zany.
Elihu was the fourth friend to show up.
Elihu dia le namana fahaefatry Job izay miseho ato amin'ity tantara ity.
But as we read the book of Job, we wonder just how good of friends they really were.
Fa rehefa mamaky ny bokon'ny Job tsika dia tena mieritreritra hoe tena namana tsara tokoa ve reto namana ireto.
The Elihu interruption is only 5 chapters.
Ny interruption ny Elihu, le namana Elihu zany dia chapitre efatra ihany.
And then comes part 4, the divine encounter.
Ny tapany fahaefatra na section fahaefatra indray dia ny rencontre divine.
Then that goes from chapter 38, verse 1, through 42, verse 6.
Ary io tapany fahaefatra io dia mitomboka amin'ny toko valo amby telopolo andininy voalohany ka hatrany amin'ny toko faharoa amby efapolo andininy voalohany ka hatramin'ny fahaenina.
And then finally is the epilogue.
Ary ny section farany fahadimy dia ny conclusion na ny teny famaranana.
And that is the last 10 verses of the whole book.
Ary ny io dia ny andininy folo amin'ny toko farany amin'ny bokon'ny Job. Toko faharoa amby efapolo andininy fito ka hatramin'ny fafito amby fito
So
amby folo.
this is how the book is constructed as we look at it in the Bible.
Ka ohatr'izay zany ny firafitry ny bokon'ny Job rehefa mijery azy tsika ao amin'ny Baiboly.
But it wasn't written in that order.
Fa tsy voasoratra araka ny io filaharan'io zany ny tantara.
In fact, the way it was pieced together can sometimes be a little confusing.
Ndraindray confusing, what is confusing? Ndraindray compliqué zany ny fomba nandrafetana an'le tantaran'ny Job ity.
Some people choose to look at the book of Job as a complete book.
Ny ankamaroan'ny olona dia mijery amin'ny tantaran'ny Job en tant que hoe tantara feno arak'izao filaharan'izao.
And that is an excellent way to read it.
Ary izay fomba izay aloha dia fomba tena tsara indrindra amin'ny famakiana azy.
But for historians, we like to look at it the way it was written.
Fa ho an'ireo mpanao tantara dia historianina zany mpanao tantara dia tian'ireo kokoa no mijery ny hoe ahoana taiza ny andohan'ny tantara.
But you need to do both.
Fa ilaina no manao izy roa.
We need to understand the way that it was pieced together.
Ilaintsika fantarina ny fomba hoe ahoana nandrafetana ny tantaran'ny Job.
But we also need to understand what the book as a complete unit is telling us.
Fa ilaintsika fantarina koa hoe ahoana ny tantaran'ny Job amin'ny ankapobeny sy en général ny tantara iray manontolo.
So let's talk for a little bit about the way it was put together.
Ka andeha ary aloha hojerentsika ny fomba hoe natao ahoana no nandrafetana ilay tantaran'ny Job.
It was written in Hebrew,
Voasoratra tamin'ny teny Hebreo izy ity,
But some of the words that are used are very rare Hebrew words.
Fa ny teny sasany ao amin'ny tantaran'i Joba dia tena teny Hebreo izay efa tsy dia tena rena fampiasa intsony.
And the translators of the Bible always had difficulty with the book of Job.
Ary ny ireo mpandika tenin'ny Joba dia tena nanana sarotra tamin'izareo nandika ny tantaran'i Job.
And so many times they would simply leave the Hebrew word as it appeared without translating it.
Ka hitantsika zany hoe la plupart du temps tsy adika an'zareo ireny teny Hebreo sarotra adika reny fa naverany ho teny Hebreo arak'izay original an'izay ihany.
For example, there's the word Leviathan.
Ohatra zao hoe lay teny hoe Leviatana.
And people in the early translations of the Bible weren't sure what to make use of this word, how to make use of this word.
Ary ny mpandika tenin'ny Baiboly tamin'izany mpandika tenin'ny Baiboly tamin'izany taloha zany dia tsy hitan'zareo hoe fomba ahoana ny andikana izay teny izay na atao ahoana io teny ireny.
In fact, some people think that Leviathan was a dinosaur.
Sasany mieritreritra hoe zany Leviatana zany dia dinosaure.
Some people think that it was a dragon.
Ny olona sasany indray mieritreritra fa zany Leviatana izany dia dragon.
But as we started finding out more and more about ancient languages,
Fa taty aoriana rehefa hitantsika sy nanao découverte ny olona dia hifantatsika fa
we found out that Leviathan is a crocodile.
ny Leviatana dia crocodile.
And when you read the section in Job that talks about Leviathan, it's describing a crocodile.
Ary rehefa vakintsika ny momba ny description le Leviatana ao amin'ny bokin'i Joba dia hitantsika fa tena midécrire tokoa ny crocodile.
It talks about the armor on its back.
Resaka momba n'ilay hoditry le crocodile ao an-damosiny.
And also gives us a little bit of humorous wisdom saying, don't try to catch a crocodile with a fish hook.
Ary manome humora koa le izy hoe aza fomba fiteny le izy hoe aza manandrana misambotra crocodile amin'ny fintana.
Fish hook. Yeah.
Fintany trondro.
It says, if you try, you will regret it.
Raha ohatra ianao ka manandrana an'izany dia hanenenanao izay zavatra izay.
Another one was behemoth.
Teny anankiray hafa amin'ny teny Hebreo izay tsy nadikan'ireo indray zany dia hoe behemoth.
Again, some people have said that was a dinosaur.
Ny olona sasany dia miteny hoe dinosaure koa zany behemoth zany.
But now we know what it was.
Fa zao fantatritsika hoe inona ilay izy.
It was a hippopotamus.
Hippopotame ilay izy.
But see, in ancient Palestine, there wasn't any hippopotamus.
Fa tamin'ny Palestina taloha tsy nisy an'izany hippopotame zany tamin'izany.
So it's actually a word that they borrowed from ancient Egypt.
Ka teny nindramina zareo tamin'ny Egyptiana izy io.
But with all those ancient Hebrew words, we can also draw connections to other languages of the Middle East.
Amin'ny alalan'ireny teny Hebreo tranainy ireny dia afaka hitantsika koa ny connexion an'ireny fiteny ireny amin'ny connexion amin'ny centre-est.
Languages like Akkadian,
Ohatra hoe Akkadian,
which was the language of ancient Babylon,
langue-ny Babyloniana zao izany,
or some Egyptian,
na koa Egyptian,
or Sumerian.
na Sumerian.
And all of those languages have contributed to much of the wealth of literature of the ancient Middle East.
Ary reny teny rehetra reny dia nanana anjara tamin'ny langue-ny zareo centre-est.
And all of that helps us to determine which of these 5 sections are the oldest.
Ary zay no ahafantarantsika hoe iza am'ireny what?
Which of these sections are the oldest?
Iza am'reto section anankidimy reto no tena tranainy indrindra.
And also in the structure of their writing.
Amin'ny structure-ny fomba fanoratana zareo koa no ahafantarana ny hoe iza no tonga voalohany, iza no tranainy.
Sections 2, 3, and 4 are written in poetry.
Ny section 2, 3, 4 dia voasoratra sous forme de poésie.
And sections 1 and 5 are written in prose narrative.
Ary ny section 1 sy 5 dia voasoratra sous forme de prose.
And the poetic sections are the oldest.
Ary ny reo zay nisoratana sous forme de poésie zany, reo no tranainy.
So here's what we can make a good guess at the order that they were written in.
Ka ny tombana zany ny hoe iza ny voasoratra tranainy indrindra dia izao.
The first section to be written was section 2, the dialogue with the 3 friends.
Ny voasoratra voalohany indrindra zany dia ny tapany faharoa dia tsy ino zany fa ny dialogue entre ny reo namana anankitelo.
The next section to be written was the divine encounter, number 4.
Ny section manaraka ny ilay voalohany zany dia ny section fahaefatra dia ilay rencontre divine.
Then section 3, the
ny
Elihu interruption.
voasoratra fahatelo manarak'izay ny section fahatelo dia tsy inona zany fa le interruption an'i Elihu le namana fahaefatra.
And the last section was the prose narrative, number 1 and number 5.
Ary ny voasoratra farany indrindra dia ny section 1 sy 5.
The epilogue and prologue.
Dia ny teny fanolorana sy ny teny famaranana izany.
So let's first look at it as the way it was written.
Ka andeha jerentsika ny fomba nanoratana azy.
The first section that we have, the first section that was composed, may have been as old as 3,500 BC.
Ny section voalohany dia voasoratra mety tany amin'ny 3500 BC tany hoany.
But the first written evidence that we have is probably around 1,000.
Fa ny evidence voasoratra hita dia mety tany amin'ny 1000 BC tany hoany.
And if we just take section 2, chapter 3 through chapter 31,
Ary raha raisitsika fotsiny ny chapitre 3 jusqu'à chapitre 31,
then what we have is a man who has gotten very sick.
dia ny hitantsika fa olona rangahy izay narary ary tena narary mafy.
His children have died.
Ny zanany dia maty,
He's lost all of his possessions,
very daholo ny fananany,
and he's covered with sores all over him.
ary feno bay daholo ny vatatenany ray manontolo.
And nobody can explain why this happens.
Ary tsy nisy afaka nanome hoe ny antony ny nisehoany izay zavatra izay taminy.
So his 3 friends come to visit him.
Ny namany telo zany dia tonga namangy azy.
They want to find out what he did wrong.
Zareo dia te hahafantatra hoe inona ny zavatra ratsy nataony Joba na ty rangahy ty zany.
Because if all these bad things happen to you, you must have done something wrong.
Satria matoa zao zavatra loza rehetra mitranga aminao zao mitranga aminao de dikany tsy maintsy nanao zavatra ratsy ianao.
This is what his three friends keep telling him.
Zay no zavatra averimberin''reo namany anankitelo reo taminy.
So we have three cycles in this section.
Ka manana misy cycle telo zany ato amin'ity section ity.
Eliphaz speaks and Job answers.
Elifaza miresaka de aveo mamaly Job.
Bildad speaks and Job answers.
Bildada miresaka de aveo Job mamaly.
Zophar speaks and Job answers.
Zofaza miresaka de mamaly Job.
And the friends are always accusing him of doing wrong.
Ary ireo namany anankitelo reo de manendrikendrika amin'ny Job ho nanao zavatra ratsy foana.
And Job always answers, I haven't done anything wrong.
Fa Job de mamaly hatrany hatrany hoe tsy nisy zavatra ratsy nataoko.
The ancient people believed that if you did wrong, God was going to punish you.
Ny olona hatranainy de mieritreritra fa rehefa manao zavatra ratsy ianao de sazian'Andriamanitra.
And if these bad things are happening to you, it must be from God.
Ary matoa zao zavatra loza izao mitranga aminao de dikany nanao zavatra ratsy ianao.
So they asked Job, what did you do?
Ka nanontany an Job zany zareo hoe inona no nataonao?
And 3 times, over and over, Job says, I haven't done anything to deserve punishment.
Ary intelo Job de namaly tsy nisy ninona nataoko ka azahoako zao zavatra zao.
And here in the very beginning, from the first section that's written, we have something very important that Job is telling us.
Ary eto ampiandohany eto zany no ilazany Job antsika zavatra tena zava-dehibe, goavana be.
And the lesson Job is telling us from the beginning is that it's not that simple.
Zany lesona goavana lehibe zany de ny hoe tsy moramora mihitsy izy ty.
The whole idea of rewards and punishments, Job says, is just too simple to look at life that way.
Tsy afaka jerena, hoy izy Job hoe tsy afaka jerena zany ny fiainana hoe tiany valipity sy tiany reward, tiany valipity de tiany sazy.
And later on, the book of Psalms will ask the same question.
Ary aorinao de ny bokin'ny Salamy koa de mantany zay fanontaniana zay.
The book of Psalms will say, why is it that these bad people are so successful?
Fanontaniana hoe fa nahoana ny olona ratsy reto de tafita foana.
And why is it that these good people have such bad things happening?
Ary nahoana ireto olona tsara ireto de zavatra ratsy foana mianjady aminy.
And Job says, because it's not that simple.
Ary mivaly tenin'ny Job de hoe tsy moramora koa reo mivaly tenin' zany, tsy simple.
Life is more complex than that.
Complexe ny fiainana, compliqué ny fiainana, tsy valiny mora zany.
And the will of
Tsy valy
God,
teny mora.
the will of God is not always understandable.
Tsy haintsika takarina ny what?
The will of God is not always understandable.
Sitrapon'Andriamanitra zany tsy haintsika takarina foana.
The will of God is a mystery sometimes.
Indraindray mistera ny sitrapon'Andriamanitra.
But what Job shows us is to hold fast, to cling to God, even when things are not going well.
Fa ny afatry Job zany de ny hoe miazona sy mitazona mafy amin'Andriamanitra na de mafy arany manjo.
So that first section ends with Job defending himself.
Ka ito section voalohany ty zany, ty tapany voalohany ty de miafara amin'ny Job ends with
Job defending himself.
Joba défendre ny tenany.
But that wasn't satisfying to the ancient writers.
Zany zavatra nefa tsy nahafapo ireo mpanoratra taloha.
And sometime later, they added another section.
Taty aoriana dia nampiny zareo section manaraka, section hafa.
That was section 4, the divine encounter.
Zay dia le section fahaefatra, le rencontre divine.
That was chapter 38 through the first part of chapter 42.
Toko fahavalo amby telopolo ka hatramin'ny toko roa amby efapolo izy zay.
And in this section, God starts to answer Job.
Amin'io section amby ireo chapitre ireo dia Andriamanitra mamaly an Job, mamaly ny fanontanian'i Job zany.
In section 2, Job is saying, I'm a good man. I'm righteous. I've done all these things. And nobody has an answer for him.
Le section faharoa dia Joba miteny hoe za olona tsara, za tsy nanao io zavatra ratsy, za dia olona marina ary tsy nanao ininona.
But in section 4, God has an answer.
Fa eto amin'ny tapany fahaefatra section fahaefatra eto dia manana valiteny Andriamanitra.
And it's not that God tells him why he's suffering.
Tsy hoe akory Andriamanitra milaza aminy hoe nahoana izy no misofra, nahoana izy no mijaly toy izao.
But he does tell Job his place in the universe.
Fa kosa milaza an Job izy ny toerana misy an Joba eto amin'ity planeta ity.
Job says, I've done all these good things.
Hozy Joba hoe za nanao zao zavatra rehetra, zao zavatra tsara rehetra zao.
And then God answers, but where were you when I created the heavens?
Dia Andriamanitra namaly hoe fa taiza ianao tamin'iza namorona izao tontolo zao.
Where were you when I made the crocodile?
Taiza ianao tamin'iza nanao ny crocodile na le leviatana zany.
Where were you when I hung the stars like lamps in the heavens?
Taiza ianao tamin'iza nanantona ny kintana teny amin'ny lanitra.
Where were you when I measured the line of the earth?
Taiza ianao tamin'iza namaritra ny soritra teto amin'ity tany ity.
Where were you when I created the hippopotamus?
Taiza ianao tamin'iza namorona ny hippopotame.
And then God says, answer me if you have such wisdom.
Ka valio ao izy Andriamanitra raha manana teny pahendrena ianao.
In section 2, Job always had an answer to his 3 friends.
Eo amin'ny section faharoa teo aloha teo, i Joba dia nanana valiteny foana ny amin'ireo fanontaniany namany.
But in section 4, Job's only answer was, I am a worm and not a man.
Fa eto amin'ny section fahaefatra eto dia ny valitenin'i Joba dia hoe kankana fotsiny aho, olombelona fotsiny aho.
And he says, in all the universe, I'm really nothing.
Ary hozy koa izy hoe eto amin'ity univers ity hozy izy dia tena tsisy dikany aho.
It is really one of the most powerful sections of the Bible.
Ito dia tena section mahery indrindra ato amin'ny Baiboly.
In fact, the book of Psalms will talk about the very same theme.
En effet, ny bokin'ny Salamo dia manambara izay thème izay ihany koa.
Remember, in the Psalms it says, when I think about you, that you've created the heavens and the earth, but you still look at me?
Salamo zao misy an'izay hoe rehefa mibanjina n'izao tontolo zao aho sy mieritreritra ny zava-bitanao dia mijery ny tenako.
So those are the first 2. And the way that the book looked for some time was the dialogue with the friends and then God answering. but that ends with kind of it's wisdom, but it's also a little bit sad that we now have at that point a book of Job defending himself before his friends, but he can't defend himself in front of God. And that's where the book stayed for quite some time.
Ka zay zany a ny section faharoa sy ny section fahaefatra. Ny section ny hoe Joba de nanana zavatra avaly foana rehefa niendrikendrehan'ny namany izy ary tsy nanana kavaly indray izy tamin'ny section fahaefatra rehefa confronté n'Andriamanitra indray koa. De eo zany mijanona io section faharoa sy section fahaefatra io mijanona teo ny literaturan'i Joba nandritry ny fotoana elaela mihitsiny.
So then came a time when the Hebrew editors and writers decided to add another part to the story.
Taty aoriana de ny mpanoratra Hebreo taloha de nanapa-kevitra hanampy ny section fahatelo amin'ity tantara ity.
They introduced a new character.
Niintroduise karaktera anankiray hafa izy ireo.
That was the fourth friend named Elihu.
De tsy iza izay fa ilay namana fahaefatra Elihu.
Elihu is younger than Job and his friends.
Elihu de tanora kokoa noho ireo namany Joba anankitelo hafa ireo sy tanora noho Job.
And Elihu is a young man who has not experienced a whole lot of the world.
Ary tsy de tena nanana trakefa firy teo amin'ny fiainana Elihu.
He kind of represents the difference between age and wisdom and youth and theory.
Ohatrany mirepresente ny âge sy ny fahendrena izy sy ny hoe